Alright, stream started. Fucking. Boop, boop, boop. Up, up.
Alright, guys, let's get ready. Go watch Boku no Pico.
What? Nah.
Pure catty moment.
Ah, shit. I guess off my notes it's 2021 now.
Alright, is everybody ready?
Let's go.
Okay. So, does somebody want to recap as to where we left off last week?
So these two bumblefucks got jumped. Bumblefuck number 1 got his weapon stolen. Then he died.
He didn't even get his weapon stolen. He fucking gave it to them, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. And then he died. Bumblefuck number 2 kicked ass.
Bingy bungy.
And then
I thought
me.
they were gonna give it back.
And then I, Bumblefuck number 3, came running in just before that dude died, and also kicked ass.
I thought they were gonna give my weapon back.
Only one person did not kick ass, and he died.
Hey, my defense, I thought that they were upstanding gentlemen of society, okay?
What about them being on rooftops made them upstanding?
What about the road being silent? What?
They could be
Like,
replacing the shingles.
Catty,
These bitches look shady as hell. What do you mean?
that reminds me. Catty, do you have your second character ready to roll?
Indeed, I do.
Is it in the D&D Beyond campaign for me to view? It is
Yes.
excellent.
Oh,
I'll give this a quick once over.
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
Yes. Yes, queen.
Okay, this will be interesting.
Oh.
well, it's gonna suck for Mr. Kickass down there to immediately have his friend replaced, but
Who's who?
Respectfully, I robbed everyone except for him.
I only took his hand
Which
axe.
one is Sally's character? Which one is Spooky's?
I'm the cooler looking guy in armor.
What the hell you mean the cooler looking guy in armor?
You are only a face. Thank you very much.
I'm guessing that's Spooky.
Hey,
Yes.
mine was AI generated, thank you. I think it looks very well.
Wait, is yours actually AI generated?
Yeah, I actually typed in like particular AI shit for that one.
Shit.
It
I
looks
should've
like
also-
Obi-Wan Kenobi if he had a beard.
Wait, what? Obi-Wan Kenobi does have a.
I think
No
he
way.
means a fuller beard.
I
Actually,
have
no.
a very-
Obi-Wan has
Yeah.
a fucking
No.
goatee, doesn't he?
Before
Yeah.
we get fucking wiped out, listen to me. Is there anything else that anybody wants to recap before we continue on?
I looted a bunch of shit. Mr. Deadman came back momentarily, possessed by some other eldritch being that we are not aware of. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
yes.
That was the thing. Apothecary didn't really say much on that one. Apothecary is trying to hurry us to his abode.
Money.
I got money.
I got a hand axe.
Weak.
It's your hand axe.
Shit, not weak.
Since you gave him a hand axe and a full ass battle axe to the other guys that got away.
Hey, I thought they were upstanding
Okay,
gentlemen. who just
I
wanted
have
to take a look at 'em.
everything prepared.
Well, Caddy, you're a little fucking special.
Before we go for each other's throats, let's begin the session. Picking up where we left off, the apothecary is going to aid Vespius to the apothecary just down the road.
Oh, yeah, Vespius, I forgot about it.
Yes. You did you just left him out of the recap.
Oops. He didn't really do much, to be honest.
Yeah, he just kind of sat there. What a lazy bitch.
He did have a building fall on him in the wee hours of the night. I think he gets a pass on that one.
So I'm still just waiting for other guardsmen. I'm doing nothing.
All due respect, I don't think the
That
guard
is the
do
most
shit.
guard. That is the most guard play.
I was about to say that is the most guardsman play I've ever heard.
It's like if there's a spill in the retail area.
Thomas is looking down at you from heaven, going tisk tisk tisk.
Heaven? I don't know who this character is, but it was played by Katusha, so definitely not Heaven.
Oh no, you're
Oh,
possessed
without a
by an
doubt.
eldritch being. I don't think you're going to heaven.
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Ozzy Osbourne song name.
Yes. I am the Ozzy Osbourne song name. How may I help?
What do you intend to do now?
Well, since I have looted most of this place, I'm gonna follow the apothecary to where he wishes to go. Since he has interest, apparently.
Alright, I guess while Kedrick waits, he's gonna go and treat his own wounds as best he can.
How so?
Uh,
I don't think you have any medical on you or spells.
you may be correct.
I know things.
Oh,
I cast magic missile on myself.
Let's go.
I die.
Sound about right. He did good there.
I mean, I still have a horn.
Okay, well, as the apothecary continues to bring Vespius to his apothecary, he's going to turn around. Are you not joining us?
To whom?
Well,
It's just
I
a
said
general.
things
It's
to
just
do.
it's just a general. Okay, well, it is a question now poised at you, Kedrick.
I'm gonna go and wait for the other guardsmen so that they can clean this up. Then I'll join you.
Very well. With that, he will continue to lead the way forward.
With that, can I pull out my horn and I guess blow it in? I'm guessing that we have different codes for blowing the horn in the guard.
As you pull your horn, you are cut off by the marching of guards.
Oh, fabulous!
You're gonna get arrested.
I'm gonna go and put it away now.
As they approach, other guardsmen will fan out as the officer approaches you.
It's afternoon, right?
It's about noonish now.
All right. Good day, sir. As you can see, we've kind of dealt with the problem. There are some quite rough fellows.
Oh, I see. With that, the officer is going to kind of sidestep past you as he investigates the bodies.
Kind of just gonna walk up when he's investigating this man. He's not with them. I'd say he deserves a proper burial if he is to get one.
I see. Caught in the crossfire or upstanding citizen?
I believe the one they were initially targeting.
I see. Victim of a robbery, then?
Aye.
Poor soul. All right. We'll have the apothecary handle most of the, well, procedure with the passing, but we'll take care of the mess that was made.
All right. There's also one down that way. I'm gonna.
We'll
point.
take care of it.
All right. And there are two that escaped, though I believe one of them was mortally wounded. So there might be a corpse somewhere around the city.
One escaped.
Two.
Two.
Yep.
Okay.
The officer will kneel down as he investigates the body.
Is there any affiliation? A leader, perhaps?
The leader is blind and might be the corpse that you find. If we find the corpse.
I see. All right. I'll submit some paperwork to Dreadmore. Initiate a search for a blind man who looks to fit the part.
With that, he'll stand up and look to you.
You're relieved. I'll handle it from here.
Understood. And he's not biologically blind, he is artificially blind with a weapon.
Duly noted.
Blind.
With that, Kendrick's gonna kind of walk away.
What a fucking way to describe it.
Yeah, he's artificially blind.
Did you have to say that in the fucking Jingle John?
He's artificially blind.
he got shot.
Wait, if you blind yourself, are you artificially blind?
I think you're
That's
just
out.
blind.
No.
Why is there a distinction between artificially blind and what naturally blind?
Yeah.
How are you naturally blind?
Well,
How do you
You're
become naturally
born blind or you lose your eyesight.
Foosh,
it's
it's
okay,
like,
but
it's
you
like
can-
diabetes.
you
There's
can
type
lose-
1 and type 2.
But you can lose your eyesight in a multitude of both.
Okay, but also he just lost his eyesight from a gunshot wound.
I'm not entertaining this any longer. As the
What is-
apothecary
what-
carries Vaspius into the apothecary, you all will follow closely behind, first Crowley and then Kedrick. Why did we get more dramatic? Excuse me?
We're gonna get jumped. What?
And out of the shadows, due to the music, a Tarask just kind of appears.
Oh.
Suddenly from the alley, you see a drunken dwarf just overcome with dirty ginger hair, wearing nothing but a tablecloth as a makeshift tabard and a keg on his back.
No! Just gonna charge him and stab him.
I know.
As the apothecary pushes forward into the apothecary's little office area, he leaves the door unlocked for the rest of you. Mainly the two of you to follow him.
Shop is just an apothecary.
As you enter the apothecary's shop, you will see that the store is vacant for the most part until the apothecary leaves the back room and sits on his chair, breathing out a heavy sigh as he takes his reprieve upon his seat.
Just gonna kind of walk over.
I'm just stand here, same spot. I'm not the most sociable man. I just watched like the only person I've been kind of chill with die, so
Say,
I
good
had the
sir.
best time.
Do you have any remedies for my catch? Kind of look at himself. Wounds.
The apothecary will look to you and nod, reaching under the cabinet and pulling out a let me roll the dice.
No! Don't turn me to mist again!
Funny.
Okay, I have my options. Let's roll the d4.
Ah, yes, the Raven's Quill.
You're a lucky man. He pulls out a greater potion of healing and slides it across the counter to you. A greater healing potion will restore 4d4 plus 4 health.
Us.
Ketch's gonna pull out his his coin pouch and say, "Now, how much do I owe you?"
Nothing. You're a guardsman. This one's on me.
Ketch's gonna kind of shrug. Aye, sir. And put his coin pouch back. I guess 4d4 plus 4, 18. I'm at 9 health. Is what I was at.
Now, Mr. Crowley, was it?
Yes.
I have your friend in the back. Well, he doesn't look good, but it's nothing we cannot fix.
That's good to hear. Thank you.
It will take time, but he will find his strength. Now, regarding my associates, I reached out to two. One, to hopefully provide you with your ammunition, seeing as how it's a rare commodity. The other, I believe, can work on enhancing your weapons. Or perhaps building you greater ones. Of course, you would need to fund such developments.
And how would one fund these developments, sir?
That would be up to his discretion. I know better than to speak for him.
Does this gentleman reside here, or?
No, neither of them do. They live outside the city walls. I have sent for them.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. When might I expect these gentlemen to arrive?
Any day now. One of them is more timely. Should be here any day, perhaps any moment. The other I can't speak as fondly of.
And with that,
Yeah.
the door will open and someone will emerge.
Well, I
From
guess
this doorway.
speak of the devil and he shall appear.
An artificer will breach the door, kind of poking his head in.
Ah, well, I suppose Kendrick says it right. Please, come in.
As Schmidt walks in, he waves his hand towards the apothecary and steps in past Kedrick?
That's Crowley,
This-
that's Kendrick.
This man. Okay, he steps past this man. And he looks over towards the apothecary and speaks in a softer voice and goes, "You called for me?"
I did indeed.
Oh, and here I arrive. was a rather fun journey.
I assume this is one of the lands you had mentioned before, sir.
Quite. This is Schmidt. Schmidt, meet Crowley. He has some peculiar weapons that fit your archetype. Crowley, if you wouldn't mind.
Yes, and a pleasure, Schmidt. I'll extend my hand in a very polite manner to shake.
Schmidt is gonna gleefully grab your hand and shake it.
Yes,
As he shakes your hand, he looks at you with a bright smile, and his eyes seem to be pretty much glowing with excitement. You have some toys?
I do indeed. I'm just gonna very with proficiency, just swing out my fucking gun like a quick draw, spin it around, do some fancy tricks with it, and then hand it to him with the butt of the gun facing towards him, my hand on the barrel.
As you do this fanciful trick, Schmidt's eyes are pretty much gonna glow.
This
And
would
now
be
that-
the toy in question, lad.
Now that is definitely something interesting. Schmidt's going to take hold of the what is the I feel like you told me before, but isn't it like a pepper box?
Yeah.
Yes, the pepper box.
Okay. As Schmidt holds on to it, he doesn't really know. He's never seen a firearm, pretty much, but he's gonna take hold of it and look over it, try and deduce in his head how it works and its intricacies.
Are you familiar, lad, with this particular thing that I coin as a gun?
No, I've never seen one in my travels. What is it?
And so it utilizes black powder in its efficiency, but essentially what this thing can do is that it uses the black powder to, bang bang, and cause a lot of bloodshed. It's effective at what it does, but it is indeed a killing weapon.
Oh.
That
And
I can
that
attest.
is where Gridor comes in whenever he decides to arrive.
But yes, this particular item that I have here was crafted by me back in my time in the Raven and Matron's home.
As Schmidt looks it over, his fingers trace, like he's pretty much just holding it like in his palm, and his fingers trace over everything, and he points it at himself and looks down the barrel.
Now, I would not recommend that, as you may end out without a head, lad.
So how does it activate the black powder? He says,
Yeah, you see
continuing to
that,
point it at his face.
I'm just
And
gonna
looking down the barrel.
put my hand up to take the gun back away from him. And this is for your own safety, lad, as you seem to not be equipped to handle firearms. But this
Looks rather
weapon,
sad as you take it.
if you pull this here trigger, it activates the pepper box, which hits an ignition of sorts that will allow it to, in a better sense of the word, kablooey, and eject the projectile in whatever direction you aim it in at such veracity that which most have never seen.
Now this is interesting.
One could say that, yeah.
Kedrick, Schmidt, as you two are letting this situation unfold, you will notice that a stout, elderly individual is going to hobble his way across the street just outside the window as he approaches the door.
Kendrick's just gonna
sh-
watch him waddle.
Schmidt's kind of just entered his own world now that he's taken the pepper box back, of thinking of how this works and all the intricacies of it. He's just now like entranced.
real quick. Foosh, what does Schmidt look like?
Look at the picture, and there you go.
How tall is he?
I believe what we're coining is a
5'6".
a Twinkie weeaboo.
Okay, so very much a twink.
Okay, look. All I'm gonna say is I entirely did not plan on
As
this being.
Kedrick contemplates what fucking
Nah,
what
Kedrick's-
fucking
Kedrick's-
Schmidt is
No, Kendrick's looking at the dwarf. That was just for my notes.
as the apothecary door swings open as this dwarf now enters the building.
Officer man! Great to see you again, but I'm here to pick up a few more medications. You know, the newbies once again is he's slapping his hammer on his thumb. 5th fucking time this week.
A pleasure as always, Greedo.
And with that, he's gonna like rub his eyes just in irritation at his presence.
You
Hey.
are familiar with this company?
Unfortunately so. This is Greedo. He has worked very closely with Black Powder over the years. I entrusted him with producing ammunition.
Ah, both of you. I'm gonna nod to what the fuck was your name? Schmidt.
Schmidt.
Schmidt. It's Schmidt in. I don't care to know his name. The other guy. Blender. Pleasure to meet both of you. You are going to probably be spending quite a lot of time with me, Lance.
Schmidt looks out of his trance and looks at him and goes, "Just, I hope so. I wanna see that toy again."
He's in due time,
Before he
Lance.
gets oddly homosexual, let's go over the details.
With that, he's gonna
Kendrick's just gonna be fucking giggling in the corner.
Crowley's gonna take a breath of the air. Oh, dude, what's that smell?
What?
And I'm gonna notice
What?
that it's behind me. I'm just gonna look at him like, oh, the smell of piss, alcohol, and black powder. That's a unique combination there, mate.
But there's a reason why they call alcohol percentage proof where I come from. Because you know what? There be an old tale. To test the strength of your gunpowder, you need to pour some alcohol onto it. Light it aflame. No, wait, it's the other way around. My bad.
that's
Oh,
gotta be racist.
and you're the one I am entrusting with my black powder munitions and other things.
Well, seeing as I'm the only one in the city who's been working with it for the past, I don't know, week or something. How long ago was that? Yeah, it was a week. I would assume so.
Oh, this engagement may be shorter lived than I anticipated.
Unfortunately, Crowley, he's my best offer.
And that
Contrary
is
to his
fair, sir.
personality, he does get results.
Fair enough.
Now, come. We must discuss at least a general plan.
I
Yeah,
come.
fair enough.
Crowley, as you
Schmidt's gonna
turn and approach the counter, you will notice that the stained glass windows and the sign just outside those windows will reveal that this apothecary is named the Raven's Quill.
As I notice, I want to look to him and just be like, do you happen to, bother any notion to the matron of ravens? Yes, sir.
No, believe me, your Dragonborn asked me the same thing. I will tell you the same I told him. Just a mere coincidence.
With that, he's going to scoot his chair just a little bit forward and kind of lean into the counter.
So, Schmidt, I trust you will be a valuable asset in providing more effective weapons for Mr. Crowley here.
I'll do my best.
I know you will. And Gridor, I trust you will produce adequate munitions.
Yeah, but my only thing is it's getting a bit pricey trying to find the different tools to make the balls with. So if you could give me the diameters of them beforehand.
I will leave that to Crowley. Kedrick,
I'm reaching in my pack and I'm gonna pull out a single black powder bullet and hand it to him.
Kedrick's gonna
Lord.
look at him.
seeing as how these two primarily will assist Crowley, I will trust that if you see a purpose for them, they could be of use to you as well. You four, I will say now, should be a team. Just because you do not have a black powder weapon does not mean you should be excluded.
Kedrick's gonna look at Mr. Blacksmith, the dwarf. Do you think you could make me some armor?
Oh, that's no problem. I make armor all the time for the god.
Fabulous! It would be much appreciated.
Schmidt's also gonna he's gonna skip his way over to
Gay boy.
him and just be like,
Stay away from me, you twink! I don't want to peg you!
Yo. Bleh.
hey yo,
The thing is, this hasn't been
yo.
stopped or anything. I'm assuming this is actually happening.
Hey.
I'm just gonna be like, now,
How-
hold on, kid. Wrigley, he's
No,
a man of skill here. He seems to be well equipped for handling tools.
no, I'm saying that out of character, thank you very much.
I don't know if he knows
Howdy.
anything about pagan lad.
Abby, all I'm gonna say is tread carefully. I don't know how old your character is, but you gotta tread carefully.
Mine's 19, I think.
Oh! I just looked at the character sheet.
Oh no, I'm 17.
I believe that may be late.
That's it. I'm calling the FBI.
You know, actually,
Well,
how
they'd sooner investigate you.
perfectly fine.
Say that again, Foosh?
You did just make it like morally fine.
What are you, 16, 15?
17.
Oh,
Now, who was it again? I am to talk about the idea of weapons.
Was that in character?
Yes, yes. Again, remember Crowley's like still recovering from a weird sense of loss.
Schmidt also hopped after he hopped over to Damn, my brain is
Kedrick?
braining. Kedrick.
Well, I'm gonna let you roll for a minute. I've got my headphones on, so I will hear, but I'm gonna be away from my microphone.
Because it was you, Schmidt, right? You're the
Yeah.
one that's kind of my
Yeah,
guy.
yeah. Granted, I did just hop over to after the apothecary was talking about to still include Kedrick. Schmidt hopped over to him.
Caddy, what
And
the
I
fuck
say hop
is your name again?
100%. He is hop skipping and he is enjoying his life.
Wait, what?
I was asking you what the fuck your name was again for your character.
Oh, Rydor.
Frydor?
Frydor?
Rydor.
Fry or Rye? Rye is
Rye.
in the
Can you type that? Let's make sure I don't have that wrong in my notes. Oh, Rydor. I wonder you smell like
No,
alcohol. Okay.
Grydor.
Grydor.
Grydor?
that's different than both the ones I thought.
Grydor.
I think it's
Makes the
Graydor,
black powder.
is how Rackham's been pronouncing it.
Well, I've been saying it, Greydor. Yeah, Greydor.
Gray or
I'm gonna let you continue on your conversation.
yeah, okay. So Schmidt hops hops up next to Cedric and goes, "Well, do you have any toys I can mess with?"
Kedra's gonna look at you. I've got. Kedra's gonna look at his longsword, look at the hand axe that he just acquired. I've got these. He's gonna kind of point at him.
Schmidt's gonna gesture for you to hand him your longsword.
Kedra's gonna kind of shrug, give it to you.
Schmidt's gonna look it over. And
That hand axe. That's not of the city, is it?
Nah, it's of one of our most recently fallen comrades. Actually, he died right out in the street out there.
Well, may his soul rest in peace, man. But I tell you what, that shit's more crude than my ass.
Well, then I might have to. I'm gonna stop myself there. I'm just gonna look back at the twink.
Schmidt, after looking up your sword, is gonna look up to you and go, "This sword is definitely well made, but I think I could do it better."
As long as I'll have it tomorrow.
Well, wherever I stay for the night, I can try and sharpen it up. At least make it better for now. If I can get some more time, I can see if I can imbue some magic into it and make it even better.
As you finish your remarks, Schmidt, the back door will open and Vaspius will emerge, kind of clutching his side as he stumbles in. As he closes the door behind him, he'll roll his shoulders back and stand up straight as he looks across the two new additions.
Where is the barbarian?
Kedra's just gonna
I
look.
regret to say he fell in battle moments ago.
The matron will carry him home.
He's laid with a feather. He should be all right.
Good. I'm unfamiliar with the two additions.
Recent acquaintances, but welcome and handy all the same.
I see. Vespius.
With that, he'll kind of bow as low as he can with a slight ache still in his core.
Come now, old friend, you don't need to bow that low. You are clearly still suffering a little bit.
Kedra's gonna look at you two. Waiting for you two to introduce yourselves to the good man.
Schmidt's gonna just hop up like in between Cedric and Crowley, like pretty much just toss Cedric's longsword back at him and go, "Hey, I'm Schmidt."
I love this addition.
Kedra's gonna take it, I guess, and sheath it. Cause fucking, what else can I do?
Pleasure to meet you, Scales man.
No name?
I be Greydor.
Why is this dwarf Jamaican?
That's
Why
what I'm
didn't you
saying.
question this?
Just to make it, he's white.
Why wouldn't the dwarf be Jamaican?
He's exactly what I imagined the cinnamon stick from the Apple Jacks commercial to be.
The apothecary will break the introduction.
Well, it seems we have a full team. With that said, I believe you can return to your arrangements with Joseph. Consider your moves from there. I've done what I can to aid you, Crowley. If any of you need anything from me, my doors are always open.
Yeah, much obliged, sir.
Kedrick's gonna bow.
Master Kedrick, are you sure all is well outside? Are you certain they do not need you for any proceedings?
I am not a city guardsman. I am Joseph's guard. So that's all there is. I was just making sure that no one came and stole the bodies.
With that, the environment in the apothecary is breached as the door opens again and an officer steps inside.
Oh no, please don't tell me that I'm gonna be called for.
Gentlemen, I have received orders from Captain Dreadmore. Given the recent occurrences outside, we need to detain you all. Bring you in for questioning.
What's there to question? We got jumped, they got banged in the head. Boom. It's pretty straightforward.
I understand your side of the story, sir, but there is law here, and we must abide by it.
Kedrick's gonna sigh, walk over, start handing over his long sword, and his hand axe, and his dagger.
Well, that party was short-lived. Well then, Schmidt. That be your name?
That will include you, Mr. Toth.
And with that, he's gonna gesture over to the apothecary, who will stand.
I have done nothing wrong, officer. This is wrongful detainment.
Even so, this lad wasn't even there.
All of you were present during the conflict, either during or after. Therefore, all of you must be questioned. Unfortunately for you,
With that, he is going to point towards you, Crowley.
you are under arrest.
Under what grounds, sir?
Murder.
Murder of who?
The individuals outside. I'm carrying orders directly from the captain. This is not my call.
Do me a solid. Tell the captain it was merely self-defense.
That will be heard during the proceeding.
You intend to have a trial for self-defense.
That can't be confirmed now. The coroner is on his way. If he finds something that proves that it was truly self-defense, then we will let this go and let you be on your way. But as it stands now, you all must come with us.
Well, now, I don't think that you're gonna find any evidence from the corpses. Because,
Do you happen to have any witnesses, sir? Sorry
This
to
is-
interject, Kedrick, but
This is not for debate. If you have an issue with my orders, you can take it up with the captain. I'm sure you'd be thrilled to speak with him again.
With that, he's going to turn back to Kedrick.
it would not be very nice to speak with him again so soon. It would be kinda... Yeah, not very nice.
I had a feeling.
He's a scary
I mean,
man.
I could have a word with him. I mean, I don't mind. I'm not much of a chatterbox, but surely he's a man of reason, I would assume, being a captain and all.
Lord Kedrick, we are aware of your current postings with the tailor. And we all find it distasteful that you would give up your post to serve a man who clearly does not need a guard. Take this with a grain of salt. Most of the guard is not happy with your decision. But you won't answer for that. There are no grounds for that. We are fair men. but you will have to answer for the violence that has occurred.
Aye, that is perfectly reasonable.
Well then, I will have all of you accompany me.
Mitt's just gonna kind of like hop, skip over here and just be like, hey, what about the I just met these guys. Do I still gotta come?
Yes, as you are associated with them.
You're right, here. Come now, Schmidt. We can talk about my big plans for the future instruments.
With that, the
What's that?
officer is going to furrow his eyes underneath his helmet at you, Crowley, as he ushers you all to hand in your weapons and follow him.
Just
The
gonna
weapons,
skip
sir.
over.
Yeah, I can give you my daggers if you so wish.
And your other implement, sir.
What would that be, sir?
I saw the bodies. You have a ranged weapon.
Ah, yes, yes. And what if I were to inform you I was a magic caster and the things that you have seen were from a magic missile? And much more so a combination of firebolt, hence the singe marks.
Oh, stop
Once
breathing
you
into your
reach
mic.
the military quarters, they will do a search if they find a weapon that would be more stacked against you. I am giving you an amnesty period. I suggest you take it.
I worry not, no weapon at all.
Roll a deception for me, Crowley.
Because I'm assuming they don't know what black powder is.
Correct.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that like words and rumors would have
Oof, that's
spread
a
throughout the
9.
guard by now.
I don't know, cause he's only used it twice.
Oh, that's fair.
I see. We'll just keep your magic at bay and we won't have a problem. You will still need to accompany me. That includes the two of
course.
you behind the counter.
With that,
I will be more than happy to accompany you. So, come, lads. Yeah, oh, jolly. Yes, yes. A little field trip. See, what took these guards so long to show up in the first place?
With that, the session will end. With that being said, Catty has joined as a new character, and Foosh has joined our party as a player.
Let's go!
Hello.
With that said, we will pick this back up next week. I apologize. I had very little planned for this session. I was in St. Louis for the majority of the time that I was going to use to plan. So we will pick up next week as you face the consequences of your pitiful crimes.
Hey, I haven't done anything. I'm just a jolly little guy.
I
Yeah, same.
I acted in the defense of the city.
Tell that to the judge.
So do you
That
think
said,
does
is-
Crawley know any laws by chance of like what this what the rulings of the city are? Like, is it legal to arrest a priest?
You would not know.
My guy's a priest.
I mean, I was a priest
Your
back
dude's
in
a
the
priest.
Ravens.
Oh.
You know,
We will
major reason.
discuss that next session. But for
fair,
now,
fair.
that is it for this session. You will
Are
not
you-
level up. You all are at level 5.
Are you
Can-
concerned that you're traveling now in a party with a man of priesthood now?
Rackham, can I
Hey, I'm not gonna say anything.
I also want to see Crowley go through the like 7 stages of grief. If that doesn't happen, I'm gonna rage quit.
With that said, I will leave this time to you all. I'm going to take my leave. I may be
wait,
back on tomorrow to
wait,
play some
wait.
games or something. I
I
don't
have
know. What do you want,
questions.
Yowie? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
I just need to know if fucking I can get like just guard knowledge that Kedrick would have that he could use to defend himself.
I will
here.
give that to you hours before the session
Okay.
because I'm gonna have to type some of that out.
All right.
All right, I will be back later if anybody wishes to game. I might hop on some Halo. I'm not quite sure. Other than that, fuck you all.
Damn, bro.
And
Session
Chatty,
wasn't
I
even an
hate you.
hour long.
No,